Hi, Subpoena. Thank you for stopping by Atlanta Beatz the Basement. We're gonna kick it, talk about everything. So let's get started. So tell me how you got your name Subpoena.
Well, first off, I want to say thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a pleasure to be on the Atlanta Beatz Magazine, one of the hottest magazines in the city. And my name's Subpoena. I got that name honestly brainstorming about what would be a good name, what would be fitting, something I could relate to. And I thought about how much I had been in the court systems. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with probation violations and in and out of jail, and I thought subpoena would be fitting. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot of warrants, seen a lot of courtrooms. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I came up with that name.
Okay. So what made you transition from the courtroom to rapping, or has it always been your love?
Yeah, rapping always been my love. Shit, I was in the county rapping. I was rapping to the niggas in the county.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Beating on the tables, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, rapping always been my love.
Mm-hmm. So are you from ATL? Are you originally from here?
Born and raised, Grady baby.
Okay.
Fort Hood Boulevard.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your background besides the court system. Tell me a little bit about your history.
Well, from Atlanta. Grew up on Boulevard, you know what I'm saying, went to Grady High School, you know what I'm saying. But, you know what I'm saying, all the dope dealers was going and you know what I'm saying, got caught up in the dope game a little bit, you know what I'm saying, hustled a little bit. And, you know what I'm saying, got caught up in the jail system a little bit through that. But, I met this one person that came into my life, helped me change my life and, you know what I'm saying, turn things around. I was able to make better choices and, you know what I'm saying, and get my life on track. But, yeah.
So when you say he or what have you, made you want to change your life and get your life on track, how? What did they make you, how did they make you want to change your life? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I was in the county, I became Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got out, I went over to the seafood restaurant. It was called Raheem Seafood. Anybody from Atlanta, they know about Raheem Seafood. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was coming through there, like Goody Mob, Outkast, the mayor, Ludacris when he was Chris Lover on 97.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying everybody was coming through. The owner, Shamsuddin Raheem, you know what I'm saying? He took me under his wing. You know what I'm saying? I told him my story, doing an interview, trying to get a job. And he was like, I'm gonna take you out of that environment. I'm gonna take you home with me. And after he closed the restaurant, he took me to where I was at and packed up all my stuff and took me to his house. And told me that's my home. His son was at the time Kilo manager, Kilo Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Jarvis Raheem, shouts out to King J. You know what I'm saying? He helped me get my first record deal on 40th Street Records. And yeah. And that's where things start to change. So that's why I say it only take one person. You know
Right. That's true. So how long did it take for you to really physically see the change in you? From going from, I want to say, street to really start changing your life?
It took a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because while I wasn't living in that environment constantly every day, you know what I'm saying, I still wanted to go back and hang out, you know what I'm saying. So I still had times where I would regress, but over time, you know what I'm saying, as you mature, you get older, you know what I'm saying, just start making better decisions. I moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida for a little bit, where I reunited with my family, my brother, my mom. And I lived there for a little bit and indulged in the rap game in that area for a little bit. And then I moved back to Atlanta and jumped back in the music scene here around 2009 and just hit the ground running.
Okay, so let's, since you say you went to Florida, let's talk about the Florida rap game versus the Atlanta rap game.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Because I know people talk about Florida music is way different than Atlanta music. How do you see it?
I don't know how it is now, but back then it was it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Miami had a bigger music scene. I was always hanging out in Miami, but I lived in Fort Lauderdale. You know, Fort Lauderdale had a couple of little clubs where they had might have some showcases or whatnot, but it wasn't really big. It was more in Miami. But if you really wanted to get into the music, you had to come back to the A. You know what I'm saying? It was popping much bigger in the A. So yeah. It was definitely a difference. It was a lot slower. It was a little bit slower. But you know, it's all about who you know too. So.
Were you able to make an impact down there, or were you just,
not as much?
Not as much.
Yeah. Maybe if I would have, stayed and kept it longer, because I was networking. I was meeting some people, but the ATL my home, so I wanted to bring it back home.
Okay. So how do you feel about the independent music scene here in the A?
Man, I think it's some good platforms and it's some bullshit. I think it's some dope independent artists, and I think it just kind of fucked up on a little bit where promoters don't promote to the streets no more. They don't street team no more. They just kind of set up shows and charge an artist to perform and bring his peoples, and the artist kind of like the entertainment and the street team. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's kind of fucked up in that area of the game here in the A. I think there's a lot of that going on, but then again, there's some good promoters. There's some dope promoters. There's some but as far as the artists go, I think it's a lot of dope independent artists. You know what I mean? And shouts out to all the independent artists out there doing their thing. But I think the gatekeepers need to open the gates and let these independent artists really shine, so the ATL can, be back on top how it was.
Do you think sometimes they overly charge the artists? Because I think sometimes the money that they charge the artists is first of all, y'all are independent. So sometimes the money that they charge y'all to perform is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I know it takes money. You got to invest in yourself, but some of the prices do be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I mean, niggas getting money, and if niggas can pay that shit, then it's all good. I mean, I pay some of what they charge. Like they charging $250 a show, $500 to get on the show, depending on who the major artist is. I might invest because I feel like I'm investing in myself. But some of this stuff do be ridiculous. $150 to perform one song, at a spot where it's just going to be you performing in front of a bunch of artists. I think that's like ridiculous.
So,
or expecting artists to pay strippers if they perform in strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be an option. I don't think it should be like an obligation.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Why? Like, there's a big thing now, like performing at the strip club, where you're really not going to be seen by major labels, because major labels are not going to go to the strip club.
It's really just a lot of artist finessing going on. Just finessing the artists, these young artists who really don't know the game, don't know nothing about publishing, don't know nothing about distribution, just hungry, want to get on stage, want to get a mic in their hand, and you know what I'm saying? They take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? And the young niggas pay it. I mean, well, whether young or old, they pay that shit. They, I think that's fucking the game up. I think artists need to become smarter about, what they invest in. I think promoters need to get back to street teaming and get regular people in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? That artists can perform for. You know what I'm saying? Get real fans instead of making them bring their partners to the club over and over again.
So where do you want your music to go, as far as promoting your music as far as being indie or being mainstream? Where do you see your music going?
Shit, I want to see my music, get to the point it's getting 1 million streams a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm really too worried about a major deal, because if I got to the point where I was doing 1 million streams, then I don't need a deal. You know what I'm saying? I just get that money. But I do want to see, it grow to a major level. And I'm gonna keep grinding and networking and trying to meet the people that need to be around to make that happen. Keep coming out with new music and just keep enjoying the culture. Because me personally, I think you're successful if you can just live your life through your gift. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's R&B, rap, country, you know what I'm saying? You're able to enjoy your life through your gift, do some shows, meet some good people, you know what I'm saying? Establish some good fans. And I think you're successful, whether you making money or not. And I think it's about that, just enjoying your gift. So, with that being said, I feel like I'm already successful. I feel like I already made it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just gonna keep going. And if the platinum plaques come, then they come. If they don't, they don't. But you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the ride. You know what I'm saying? I had some dope moments. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, you don't mind if you just stay independent. However, if a major deal came your way, would you accept that?
I think if you independent and you put out a song and they go viral and you getting 1 million streams already, I don't think you need no major deal. But if you rocking, you know what I'm saying, the stages and you in the clubs and somebody see you and want to sign you and they help catapult your career, then I think that's cool. But I think it's kind of silly to like blow up. You getting the streams, you got the popularity, you got the shows, you know what I'm saying, but then you go sign away all the rights and shit to a major label and then they getting all that money. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Now, do you have a team, or is it you, or do you work with PRs or?
I kind of like contract. You know what I'm saying? I work with different people. Right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got my content department. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really, I don't have artists signed to the label. I just sign myself right now. I'm getting more into like signing other artists to the label. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about getting into that more. But right now, yeah, it's just me. I just been doing it. I mean, I got people I can go to for videos. You know what I'm saying? I got dope videographers. My man Amal Parker. You know what I'm saying? I've been working with him lately the most. But yeah. As far as investing, it's just me.
Okay, that's cool. That's what's up. Now, where do you see yourself like in maybe 2-3 years from now, as far as your rapping and your writing and things of that nature? First off, let me back up. Are you more of a writer that a rapper that writes their rhymes, or are you more of off the dome freestylers?
I'm more of a writer. You know what I'm saying? I like to think about what the fuck I'm gonna say. I mean, not saying you can't do that freestyling, but I'm more traditional. I like to write. As I write, you know what I'm saying, I work on trying to evolve my writing. You know what I'm saying, make it better every time. You know what I'm saying, different deliveries, and just grow with that shit. You know what I'm saying, yeah. So in the next 2 or 3 years, I definitely see my writing ability evolving. I'm looking to, maybe get some artists on the label, and start to grow the team like that. Put out more videos, more content, and just keep circulating, keep grinding, and maybe travel more. I didn't travel a lot during these last couple years, but yeah, travel more, tour a little bit more, yeah.
Let me ask you this, because I want to know how, because you're real concise with your rhymes and raps. What do you think about these? They say these mumble rappers, where sometimes you really don't understand what they be talking about. What do you feel about that? Because sometimes you be like, what? What did you just say?
I ain't gonna lie. Some of the niggas I like. Some of them niggas be right. You know what I'm saying? Some of that shit be hard, but yeah, some of that shit be nonsense. Some of it's garbage. But when I ask people the way you ask me, I can barely get 10 people to say that anything that's out now is good. You know what I'm saying? Most people be like, I'm still listening to, hip hop from the 90s because it made sense, real music. Like, all this bullshit that's out now, I can't understand what they saying, But me personally, I like a couple. Like, I like Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? I like Gunna. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you got independent artists like, like the AMG Twins, you know what I'm saying? D.Y. Kings, and, you know what I'm saying? So I like a little bit, but some of it's garbage. A lot of it is garbage.
Yeah, that leads me to my next question. Like, who would you like to work with? Like, your top 3. Who would you like to collab with as far as, first, independent rappers?
Top 3 independent rappers? Man, that nigga Zoo. I don't know if you ever heard of Zoo.
I haven't heard of him.
Is this dude I be listening to? He kind of independent.
Is he from here?
I don't think he's from here.
Okay.
But his name is Zoo. I like Zoo. See, you ain't never heard of him, so you know what I'm talking about. But if y'all know who Zoo is, I'm talking about this nigga Zoo. He hard. My nigga Kingpin, Skinny Pimp. Man, so many independent artists I want to work with. You just give me 3.
Top 3. That's the hardest, the coldest.
Damn. So many that I think that's the hardest, the coldest. But let me see. My girl Queen Hadassah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think Big Boogie. Hard. See, I already named 3.
Hey,
it's hard. Hey. See, me with Subpoena, it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to work with everybody. I think everybody's dope. I don't think nobody's whack. I think everybody got their own lane. I think it's somebody for everybody. So yeah, it's hard to answer that question.
How about your mainstream artists?
Rick Ross.
For sure.
I fuck with Rick Ross. T.I.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And man, that's a hard one too, because it's still so many shit. Let me see, I said T.I. Rick Ross. And I fuck with Lil Baby.
For sure. You know what? I like T.I.'s son, Damani. Like, he's on another level. Like, he's putting me in the mind of like a J. Cole type of feel vibe. Like, flow wise, like Damani got mad skills.
Yeah, I like the money. The money hard. PFE Mike, authentic, all the boys, they hard.
They go hard. They go real hard. If you just want to get like that vibe, like if you just riding and vibing out, J. Cole, Damani, I love them.
I consider myself a lyricist. I consider him a lyricist. That's one thing I like about him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put some thought into your lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like lyricists.
Right. It's not too many lyricists. Like, some people just be writing to be writing, and I'm like, okay, first of all, do you live this lifestyle that you talk about? Most people don't be living the lifestyle that you talk about. What you think?
I don't know. I got some issues with that topic, cause I think it's kind of fucked up that hip hop is the only genre where you got to be living what you're talking about. Like, you don't have to do that with country music, R&B,
But country don't be talking about that.
Roll,
they don't be talking about killing and shooting and
but rap you can't just write a story about you selling dope and it just be a dope song. You gotta actually be done sold the dope or be currently selling dope while to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or the streets ain't gonna respect it. Like if you shoot a nigga, you know what I'm saying, you make a song about it, you go to jail, you do some time, and then you get out, like the streets love you for that shit. Like, I think that's crazy.
But why talk about it if you haven't really done it? Like, that's crazy. Like, country don't do that.
that's the only genre like that. That shit tripped me out.
You know what I'm saying?
Why is rap like that? Because really you just writing stories. You know what I'm saying? You're telling the story.
But don't be lying. That's the thing. But don't do.
Like me personally, I lived that life. I feel like I don't do it now, but I did it.
But you did it so you could speak upon it. But see, it's like, okay, take for instance, like a guy that grew up in the suburbs. Why you gonna talk about shooting somebody? You ain't never shot a gun in your life.
Well, I mean, I look at rap like a movie, like writing a book. Like, you know, Steven Spielberg might make a gangster movie, but he's not a gangster. You know, Denzel might play a gangster in a gangster movie. But he ain't never.
That's different. That's acting. We talking about somebody that's sitting here portraying, they rapping about something that they say they did, but you ain't never did it.
Yeah, I feel you. That's the rule. That's the code. That's the code of the game. You know what I'm saying? If you can't talk about it still, you ain't did shit. But at the same time, it's kind of crazy that it's like that.
That's craziness to me. Like. And then somebody like say they come to your face and they be like, "Did you really do this?" And you be like, You be starting to stutter like, "Dude, come on now."
Are you rapping about some neighborhood? And like, dude, we don't know you. What you doing over here? Like, get the fuck out! You can't shoot no video over here, nigga. We don't know you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy.
But yeah, that's how it is in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. It's been like that for a minute. The culture too deep. Ain't not gonna change it.
So, what do you think about the hip hop culture as a all? Do you think we are too accepting of what we're talking about? Too accepting of the bullshit, I should say. As far as people lying, people lying about acting, what they did, portraying, yeah.
Yeah. I think we don't let too much of that bullshit in, but you know, I don't even think it's us letting it in. I think it's just social media. Social media opened up the floodgates for everybody to be a celebrity, a star if they want to. So you got the bullshit flooding in, you got the real shit flooding in, and you just getting bombarded with it all. You know, you just got to sift through it. But you know, you got 60,000 songs dropping a day on Instagram, so it's gonna be some bullshit in there. It ain't gonna all be good. But at first, before social media, you know, so we can sift through the bullshit. You had to get on that stage, and we had to hear you, and the A&Rs was in the building. And if you was some bullshit, you know what I'm saying, you didn't get picked, you didn't get approached. You know what I'm saying? Only the good shit got released. Only the real niggas got released. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know what I'm saying, everybody put themselves out, you know what I'm saying, all this content, they can do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. So that's facts. What do
you get victimized?
How do you feel about, like, they say the females is taking over? Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, the females definitely taking over. Because they going harder. Like, you know, I've been doing music for a minute. Chicks wasn't rapping, you know. Masculinity in the female world, you know what I'm saying, is definitely taking women over the top in the hip hop world. But I think it's dope though, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hate, you know what I mean? They on stage, they sexy, you know what I'm saying, they spitting, you know what I mean? I ain't heard nothing whack really yet, like chicks going hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you feel like...
My hat off to the ladies.
Right. Definitely. But how do you feel like they're being portrayed though? Because sometimes females ain't being portrayed right in the rap game?
They portraying themselves like that. If a chick want to get on stage and she want to use her ass and her breast and her figure as a tool to market and promote herself or catapult herself further into her career. I mean, shit. I mean, if she got it, I can't hate on her. Like, if she got to use it. But, you know, I think if you a chick and you can really spit and you got a good ass song, I don't think you should exploit yourself like that. So that, you know what I'm saying, fans and people can really focus on your talent and not be distracted by your ass or your camel toe. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But as far as exploitation, should they do it to themselves? Ain't nobody making them get up there, you know what I'm saying, with the see-through bodysuits on, with the nipples, you can see the nipples in the ass rippling. Ain't nobody making them do that.
Facts. So let's switch gears. What's next for you? Like, what's up next?
Oh, first quarter. Got new shit. Got this song called STFU, Shut the Fuck Up. It's coming out. For all you haters, all the haters always talking shit, you know what I'm saying? For all those people out there, they got to deal with people that's always talking shit. You know, the one smile on your face, talk behind your back, or just be in your business. It's called Shut the Fuck Up. Got that coming. And then I got this song, Take It Off. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take over the strip club with that one. You know what I'm saying? And get the stripper something new to dance to. So
okay.
That coming. We got the video coming for that. Just out here jumping on different platforms, doing more interviews. You know what I'm saying? Got more dope content coming. And more club rotation and you know what I'm saying? And just building these streams up. And we're just going to keep grinding, keep circulating.
Yeah. Okay. So, besides the new content, you doing LPs? You doing EPs? What you gonna do?
I'm just dropping singles. Just dropping singles. Maybe 2 singles every 3 months, a single a month, and maybe every 6 months. You know, I might come out with a EP or a collection or something like that. But for the most part, I'm just gonna keep dropping a single every month. 60,000 songs a day on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, you shit get old faster these days. So you gotta keep it fresh. You gotta keep it going. You know what I'm saying? I got hella follow up. So yeah.
So where can people find you? Like, what's your next show? Where you gonna be in the next month or so?
You can find me on Instagram _SUPEONA. Facebook, Atlanta Zone Subpoena. You can Google me, Subpoena, SUPEONA. Trap Files Entertainment on YouTube. The next show I got coming up is December the 20th. I think that's with P. Brown. It's a 50th year of hip hop Christmas celebration. Greg Street gonna be in the building. Shouts out to Greg Street. Shouts out to View 103. Shouts out to Lil Bankhead. Shouts out to P. Brown. It's always been love since I met P. Brown from day one. It's always been love. You know what I'm saying? And always been business. Business always been on straight on the up and up. So yeah, we got that coming up soon. I think maybe some other people in the building. Ain't no telling who you gonna see in the building, but you know, if you fuck with me, pull up Escobar South, December the 20th. That's going down. Yeah. Okay. So next year, 2024, what can people expect from Subpoena? Like, what you gonna hit them with? Like, I mean, you can expect to hear, you know, Hustle for Mine or Shut the Fuck Up, Take It Off, Dope Boy Lifestyle, one of those in just about every club you finna be in, you know what I'm saying, drinking, chilling, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna hear Subpoena in all the strip clubs. We bombarding the strip clubs. KOD, Blue Flame, Gentleman Club, you know what I'm saying. We in there South by Southwest, you know, more dope showcases, you know, man, we working.
Okay.
Just keep working.
Okay.
And enjoying the culture, and enjoying meeting good people like you, platforms like this.
What would you tell your 9-year-old self, or even your 15-year-old self now?
Definitely finish school, get a career, and get out there and fail. You know, come up with as many ideas as possible. Try everything, because failure leads to success. No matter how hard it get, don't give up. You know, failure leads to success. Winners quit when they fail. Losers quit when they fail. Winners fail to succeed. Like I learned that from that book, Poor Dad, Rich Dad. And I wish somebody would have told me that when I was 15. Like, but you know, I learned that late. But I learned it. And once I did, man, you know what I'm saying? It changed some things. It changed some things.
Right.
Because I looked at failure. You know, everybody, when you artists put songs out, they expect for the song to blow up in 6 months. If it fails, or if it looked like it failed, then they quit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, learning something like that, you learn that you're supposed to fail. You're supposed to get out here. It's supposed to be hard. You know what I'm saying? But you keep going. Like the Braves, they lost 28 years, but then all of a sudden they hit the World Series and they're the champions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Facts. Well, anything else you want to say to Atlanta Beatz audience?
Go out there, get that single "Hustle for Mine," streaming on all platforms. Dope Boy Lifestyle, streaming on all platforms. Please follow me on Instagram at _SUPEONA. It ain't nothing but love. If you see me in the streets, there's no subpoena. With Subpoena, it ain't nothing but love. Shouts out to Atlanta Beatz Magazine for having me. Shouts out to the social media world. Everybody out there that fuck with Subpoena, you know who you is. And yeah.
Thank you for thank you for coming and blessing us with your presence, and much love to you. Much success. We out.